love the fact that Buro Happold is really forward-thinking and the most amazing projects. Wherever you go, Buro Happold's probably done one of those projects. But it's also culture. People really care about each other, and it's like a big family. We work on a very much business partnering approach with the various teams, and that means we're not just the legal team that sits outside the business, we're part of the business itself. I spent more than half my career working in a very large law firm in the city, and it's a world of difference. You are not just a number, you're an actual person. Your interests matter, your opinion matters. You can be a very junior lawyer and walk into a meeting with various directors and they treat you possibly differently than when you're in a law firm. We really focus on enabling people to have personal development, work around people's family needs, their interests, and say, what is your best self and how can we enable you to be your truest self? And everyone comes from different backgrounds, different ages, different experiences. And I'd like to introduce you to some members of my team.
So I was working in a coffee shop as a recent law graduate, just coming out of the pandemic, and I chose to apply for a job as a contract administrator at Buro Happold. So the team really encouraged me to develop my skills beyond just what I was hired to do. I, within 9 months, was helped to move on to a paralegal role.
I work part-time at Buro Happold, which works for me at the moment with 2 young children, and the team from the top down, not just the team but Buro Happold generally, very much support and encourage flexible working to work around my home life. I think that's the key change for me in moving from private practice, is the flexibility and the trust. So I get this great working environment that suits me and my home life, but I still get then to work on these mega projects with world-renowned engineers, and I think that's something I'd find hard to get elsewhere in a different company.
The team is really everything. It's one of the reasons that you join a place like Buro Happold. Being surrounded by like-minded people in a still small enough but a large team scattered across the UK and even the world actually is really rewarding. We work so closely with the project teams that we advise. In some ways we actually are part of them, so we constantly see the fruits of our labour, what goes on, the good and the bad within the contracts and the projects that we deal with. So it's a far more rewarding experience than just seeing the contract, dealing with it and never realising what actually happens after.
So I joined Buro Happold in 2012, fresh out of law school as a paralegal, and other than 1 year I've spent my entire career so far here, mostly in the Bath office and also a couple of years out in our Dubai office, which was great fun and a real experience. So I've trained and qualified here, which I think says a lot about the potential that Buro Happold offers to develop a long-term career. Without a doubt, in my mind, the work-life balance that we get here as lawyers is second to none in the legal profession, and there is a perfect balance of stimulating, challenging work on really exciting projects, but also a respect and appreciation for people's lives outside of work. And that's something that I particularly appreciate since becoming a dad last year.
I've had so many opportunities at Buro Happold, and now with the help of my team, I'm soon to start my qualifications to become a solicitor.